Welcome to A Story of Faith, Change, and a Digital Freedom Talk with Lily. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lily Cha. I'm coming live to you from Oregon, USA. I'm a wife, a mom of five, a grandma, and a proud online business owner. I work full-time in healthcare finance and juggling the demands of life and work. I discovered the power of creating freedom on my own. So tonight I have invited my special guest, my business partner, Praveen, to share a real conversation about faith, change, and digital freedom in building a life you love from anywhere. Whether you are a busy parent, a dreamer, ready for change, or just looking for inspiration, you are in the right place. So let me bring my guest in and welcome, Praveen. Thank you so much for accept my invitation to my page. And then, so tonight
Thank you.
I will I have some questions to ask you. But first of all, I'm just gonna um, have you introduce yourself, share a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do prior to starting your journey, and how long you've been in the business. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. And hello, everyone. So thank you for inviting me on your page. And I hope we'll be able to inspire few people through our conversation today. Uh, as Lily mentioned, I'm Praveen Joseph. I actually born and brought up in India, and then I moved to Australia, and then I lived there for almost 12 years. And now I'm in Texas. I moved recently, like 6 months ago. I moved to Texas in the USA. I'm married with two kids and I'm engineer by profession. So I work in oil and gas industry as an engineer, and I'm also a proud digital business owner, which I do as a side hustle. And I'm in this business for almost it's like 2.5 to 3 years now.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. It's amazing. So I know that my audience have seen so many mompreneurs, or the majority is ladies. But hey, you know what? This business, men can do it too. All dads can do it too. All moms can do. Anybody can do this business. So thank you
Exactly.
again for sharing your story. And so my next question would be, what is the turning point that make you realize you needed a change in your lifestyle or career?
Okay. So as I mentioned, I completed my studies and then I was working in India. And then after I got married, I got an opportunity to move to Australia. So I thought like, so I moved to Australia, so life will be in a better situation. My lifestyle will improve because me and my wife will be working, and then we can have our kids, and the family life is settled. But after we moved there, the real life kicked in. So we were really struggling to make the ends meet. Yeah, we are making money, but through our jobs, but we are not finding the right time, and we are not able to give the time to our kids, and we have to put them in the daycare, and then they get sick, and there are a lot of things. So at the time, we were working out the option to make my wife at least stay at home, but still we are not able to do it. So that's when I realized that I need to do something so that could improve our lifestyle, at least to maintain the lifestyle, decent lifestyle. So I thought, as everyone, I thought like doing a second job would be the best option. So I took a second job, and then later I realized that I'm paying more tax, and I'm
Mhm.
spending more time out of my family. I'm not able to give the time for my family. Even weekends I was working, so that I thought like that's not going to work. And then I was looking to start something like a franchisee or something else, but again that involves a lot of investment, a lot of time, and then I need a lot of resources. I worked it out, and then seems to doesn't fit into my lifestyle. So then I discovered something in online. So I was thinking, and then I come in, and then I was exploring a lot of options. There are a lot of businesses in online, but I was trying to find out the right one that will fit into my lifestyle. And that's how I ended up in starting this business. So the turning point for my life is my kids and then my family. And also I have my own dreams. which I will not be able to accomplish through my day-to-day job. For example, owning like a beachside apartment or flying in a business class. So all these things may or may not be possible with my job,
Mhm.
but it is definitely possible with a business. So that's when I realized, and then I took the turn to start my own business.
I see. I resonate you too because work in healthcare is a very
Mm,
demanded, and
right.
I know that with my, I mean, from what I have missed my older kids' milestones, and like you said, having a second job or third job is just going to keep you away from
Yeah.
sacrifice more time away from your family. And
Right.
again, yeah, it's like the money is not even worth it because what you earn, it's end up giving back to the government. So yeah, I totally understand, and what that feeling's like when you
Mm,
have to, you know for me at that time, I tried to look for something that I can do it from home, just like
mm,
now, but there's nothing available besides, if I want to take, I have to sacrifice more time out there. And so that's why it's like, I think it has to do with timing too. You have to find,
right.
it has to be in the right time for you to, I know that when I say right time, I mean, like, you don't know when it's the right time, but I think, I came to the right time where, I found this opportunity too, and so
Yeah.
it it totally changed uh, the way we live, and so that we can gain more time to be with our family and, life live the happy life that we want, right? Because,
Exactly.
working, I mean, even with myself, I struggles. Just when you work for someone, you put all your effort into it, all your hours, and you have so little for your family. And at the
Right.
end, you you know, you still have to suffer with your health too because
Exactly.
you lack of sleep, you always work overtime and no time to to be with your family, to do other things for yourself, especially to care for yourself too, because we all need to take care of ourselves so that we can be to stay healthy and still able to go to work and live,
Exactly.
try to live long if you, I mean, as long as we can, right? So all right. So my next question is, what fears or doubt did you have before starting this digital business, and how did you overcome them?
Okay. That's a good question. So fear. So I have a lot of fear of failure and fear of will I be able to do it, because I'm a kind of introvert person. So in the digital business, I understand that it needs a lot of kind of attraction marketing. You need to be out there in social media. But nowadays we can do even face live. But 2 years ago, so we need to be out in the social media. So I had that fear what my friends will think about me, what my people come
Mhm.
to know if I'm doing something and online, what they will think. So what if I fail? Okay, if I succeed, yeah, that's okay. But if I fail, what will happen? So will I lose my money? So is it like a scam? So how to um, consider it's a legit business? And all these things, all these failures, all this fear were running behind my mind before starting into the business. So what I did was I listed all my fears, all my questions that I had, and then finally I reached out to the person who actually invited me into this business. So I had chat with him. So he was kind enough to get me on the Zoom call, and then we had a good conversation. And then he was able to show me all the evidences, and then he was able to. He's not convincing me. That's a good thing I liked about him. That's a good thing that I
Mhm.
liked in this business. We don't need to convince anyone. He's just giving me
Yeah.
the facts and figures. So he's
Yes.
not. He never during that conversation he never mentioned like so I can feel that he's not convincing me. He's just giving the facts and figures that I need to make sure that I'm very clear. So his intention was to make me clear, to answer
Hmm.
all the questions. So he did that part, and then after that, looking into those facts and figures and evidences, I was quite happy and confident that, okay, if he can do it, if many people out there can do it, then I can do it. So that's when I made that conclusion and jumped into the business. And I realized this business is real, and the probability of failure is very, very less unless I doubt myself and I'm not putting the sufficient effort that is required into the business. Obviously, I will fail. So if I do what is required to be done or told by mentors or my coach, if I do the same thing, I'm not going to fail. So that's what I realized. And then, so I cleared all my doubts with the fresh mind. I jumped in, and then I'm enjoying the journey now.
Wow. Yeah, I totally agree with you that, when even myself, when I joined this business, I have a lot of doubts too, a lot of fears that, yes, what if I fail? What if I didn't succeed? What is my family going to think of me or my friends, right? And one other thing is that I never like to be on social media, to be honest. Okay. And so I'm a very shy person. I didn't like to be on social media. I didn't like to be in front of lots of people.
Yeah,
But, that overcome, like you said, when I start to talk to my mentor and, the people in the community. And so they show me how to do it, what to do it, and that,
exactly.
everybody, everybody's the same. No one come in with confidence and say, hey, I'm willing to do this one, right? Or, I mean, we all have to learn. We all have to um, come out of our comfort zone. And again, like you said, no pressure. They provide
Yes,
us the information. We decide. Okay, I decide how I want it, what I want, what did I want. And so when I decide, then that's when I join, and I see the potential of this business. I see the community, minded
yeah,
people who support me, lift me up, especially with the unlimited mentorship and coaches there to support and guide you every step of the way. So I didn't feel like I'm alone. And
exactly.
that's the beauty of this community, that they're there to support you and guide you, where they don't leave you off and just you know not want you to succeed, because everybody want everybody to succeed, no matter you know
Right,
and
exactly.
so it was such a grateful that we have such an amazing a supportive community, where we lift each other up. And again, with um with the fear that you don't know if it's a legit business or not, and that's why they had the free webinar for you to do your due diligence to check it out, right?
Exactly. Correct.
Also,
Yeah,
once you join in, you have that 30 days to, look around, be inspired by all the people in the community, hearing their success, their testimony and all this. And uh, you can decide from there whether it's a right fit for you or not. And so, yeah, when you do your due
and you have
diligence,
around sorry, and you have around 250,000 people in the community to look around and then get inspired and then look at their testimonial, their success story. Say 30 days is more than sufficient to work out what you're
yes,
looking into this business. Yeah.
that's right. It's amazing. Yeah, totally, totally agree. Yeah. All right. So, my next question: why did you say yes to this opportunity, even with everything you had going on?
So, okay, as I mentioned, so I want to start something, but I don't know what to do. And I was exploring in online and I come across a lot of online businesses. Some of them, they just give you a package and then they leave you alone. So you have to pay the money for the package and then you have to work on your own. And some of them seems to be very pushy on me that, so yeah,
Mhm.
if you don't do it today and then yeah, that's the end of the world and you will not be able to become an entrepreneur, those kind of stories. And when I come across this business, as you mentioned, I had this 30 day to make a decision. So
Mhm.
I came in and then I was inspired by many people, their testimonial, and then I was able to connect with a lot of people from my engineering background, from my country background, people speaking my native language. So I was able to easily connect with them and I was able to resonate with them. And the only thing at that time I considered as a bottleneck was my time because I'm already working full time. I have younger kids to take care, and my wife is also working. So I think my plate was full, and that's the only concern I had at that time. How am I going to fit this into my business? But I see a lot of people like healthcare workers who work like 12 hours a day, and then I see like truck drivers who work 12 hours a day, but still they're able to do this business. So it means like something I need to change to get this business into my lifestyle. And then after coming in with the help of my mentor and coach and then the people, the training system, I was able to discipline my lifestyle, and then I was able to find the time that is required to do this business. I understand like only 1 to 2 hours every day is required to do this business, and I was able to give that time to this business. All I do is instead of watching TV or scrolling through the Facebook, I stopped all those things and then I converted the time for this business, and it
Mhm.
worked on. Yeah.
I totally, resonate you too. As a mom of five, it's
Okay.
and working full time. I I didn't have the time too, but due to the flexibility of this business offer,
Yeah.
that's how that's what I decide that, why not give it a try rather than taking a part-time job, even for 4 hours, I'm still going to be sacrifice more time. So why not
Exactly.
doing something that, 2 or 3 hours, and I can work between either after my day job or, when I'm um, in between, however it works, I can always plug wherever works for me, and so I think
Correct.
that that's the beauty of this, that that allowed us, as parents or anybody who have a busy schedule, you can still fit this into your schedule and it still work. And so that's why we have so many people from different walks of life, you know moving into the online, because that this business makes it available to for us to gain more time to be it's like it's meant to be for us, because give us more time to do other things, to be with our family, to get even another in, income of stream to support the family without have to sacrifice more time. And this is what we all want, right? We want more time for our family, but work less, and
Yes.
something that can fit into our schedule, even though we still enjoy our other job. At least we can still keep this and then still earn um, an income to come and support the family at the same time without have to sacrifice more time. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, how has your life changed since stepping into this business, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually?
Okay. My life was changed in a positive way a lot. As I mentioned, I was a shy and introvert person. So before coming into this business, I won't engage into any conversation with anyone. So I'll just answer their question. Someone talk to me. If they ask me a question, I'll just answer and then I'll move away. Even
Mm-hmm.
in like a community gathering or friends gathering, I will be only person observing. I will not be talking much. But after coming into this business, with the help of the training system and the community support, I can see there is a change in myself. There is a kind of personal development within myself. So I was able to speak with confidence. I gained that confidence of speaking to anyone on any topic at the moment. And it also helped me to um, implement those things that I learned out of this business in my profession too. So which helped me
Mm-hmm.
to gain a promotion in my job too, and pay increase in my job too. And also this business, the daily activities that we do out of this business, the mindset training, the reading books and all these things, I feel that I'm inspiring my kids too. So
Mm-hmm.
so when I watch TV, they come and sit with me and watch TV. When I read book, so they also take a book and then they read. So they are inspiring me and then they are following me. So I felt that without this business, I will not be able to guide my kids in that way. So, like every parent, I'll be guiding them in watching TV or spending the pleasure time doing useless things. But with this business, I was able to inspire them doing something useful to them and discipline their lifestyle. And also, this business with the money that comes out of this business is giving that confidence that my dreams can be fulfilled. So there is
Hmm.
a monetary benefit, financial freedom is out there, and also it's giving me a confidence that I'll be able to have my yearly retirement and I'll have my own time freedom to enjoy my life and to go back to my country and visit my family and friends, spend time with them. And then, as you mentioned, this business is flexible. I can take my business anywhere. I started this business when I was in Australia, and then I moved to US, and I don't need to do anything. So the business follows me. So, so there is a lot of flexibility, and the people are around me, my well-wishers, they also can see the difference in me after starting this business. So I feel that it's my life is in a better path, in a good path of success.
Wow. I I totally agree with you. For all the things that you mentioned here, and all the people that join this business, there is no one that not changed their life. Okay,
Yes,
I would say that every single one, no matter what background you come from, we all it all changed our life one way or the other. And for me, yes, I like you said, I was a very shy person too. I'm not a socialized person. So, if they ask me a question, I just answer back. But other than that, I cannot carry on the conversation. And I
yeah,
don't have that confidence of, speaking in front of people. But, I learned to overcome that too. And now that I just kind of like enjoy talking to, you or to many people who I never met
exactly,
before through social media here, because this is a global business where we never met people before. This is our first time meeting. And so the beauty of this is that, yeah, you get to meet people from different part of the country. You take your business everywhere you go. And in fact, last year it's the first time that I was able to travel back to my country, and I was able to
hmm,
take my business with me, and
amazing,
that's just wonderful because I I I didn't I don't think that any other business I can do that.
exactly,
And yeah, and so my business is still running while I'm traveling, while I'm having a good time, having enjoy seeing family members, that I never seen for a long time or never seen them before, and that's the most, you know, the beauty of this is that yes, you can travel, do your business, and take with you anywhere you go, as long as you have internet access, and
exactly,
it's running in the background while you're asleep too. And don't get me wrong when I say when you sleep, because we have automated systems that it's doing the work for us in the background. And while we're asleep, we're attracting, people to come to our business without have to chase anybody, right? And so
right,
that that's what I say, you know, learn how to work smarter by having automation that, help you do the work for you so that you can rest, do other things with your family, take care of yourself, and so yes. So, last but not least, what message do you have for others who feel stuck, burnout, or scared to start something new? Especially, new people who haven't heard about our business and they're skeptical. They're scared that what if this is not a legit business? And for
mm.
someone who wants to learn more about this business, what are the steps that they should take?
Okay. So everyone, they dream about their life. So they want to live their life differently to what they are living currently. So
Hmm.
even if they are mostly the middle class people or even the rich people, they always have a desire to grow bigger. They want to have a better lifestyle. And and they think about, they dream about the financial freedom, time freedom, but somehow they they rely on the society or the environment, and then they think that having the financial freedom or the time freedom is kind of dreaming about that is considered as greedy. So they think that if I want to have the life that I want, if I dream about it, then I'm greedy to have that
Mm-hmm.
life. But it's not that case. That is not the case. So we need to come out of that. So we should try what we need. So don't stop just by dreaming it. Just come out of your comfort zone and see what are the ways available to achieve that dream. Only those people who break that shell and come out will achieve it. If you are just dreaming and then sitting where you are sitting, and your life will not change. Just imagine what's your life 5 years ago and today. So if it is not changing, so it's not about the environment or the whatever you're doing. It's about you, the personality
Mm-hmm.
of you, or your mindset is not doing what you are supposed to do. So if you really want to improve, and if this opportunity is coming and knocking the door, don't shut the door. Just open the door and then let let the opportunity come in, and then see what it is. Just take that first baby step and see what it is. You're not going to lose anything. So
Mm-hmm.
the first step in the business is just registering and then watching the webinar. So you're not going to lose your money, you're not going to lose your time, or you're not going to lose anything. So all you want to do is just register and then watch our webinar, and then the journey starts from there. So if after watching the webinar we are sure that you might have a lot of questions to ask, then connect with us and then we'll be able to answer your questions. So if you're feeling comfortable, we are not here to convince everyone. We are here to help you out. So few people like my mentor and coach, they helped us, and so we are here. So we want to help others too, those who are in our situation. So just come and talk to us, and then we'll be able to answer your questions. And if you are comfortable with our answers and the system that we have, then we can move to the next step where you will pay that $149, and then you will have a 30-day refundable opportunity. So where you come in into a business and then you connect with the 250,000 people in the community, so you'll be able to see what we really do and what is our business all about. Once in the 30 days, you'll have more time to analyze about this business. And if you feel that if it is the right fit for you, then the next step is talking to booking a coaching call with one of our coaches. We'll send you the coaching videos where you need to watch and then connect with our coach, and they will give you the strategy depending on your situation, depending on your goals and dreams that you have in your life. They will give you the strategy for your business, how to place your business. They are trained on it, so they will be able to guide you in a proper way of success. So once all this is set, and then you can choose your investment plan and then come in and then you become the business owner. All you need to do is watch the webinar and write down the question. To be honest, myself, I had like more than 25 questions, and I
Mm-hmm.
asked the person who invited me to the webinar. And he was kind enough, as I mentioned, he was kind enough to answer all the questions. So we are not here to convince people. So we are here to give you the facts and figures. So whatever question you come up, we have facts and figures to prove that or give you that answer. So don't hesitate. Just take that baby step, the one step, and then come and see what it is, because it has changed life of many people. So as I mentioned, 250,000 people, they are doing this business and it changed their life. There are a lot of moms and who retired and then staying at home, taking care of their kids. There are a lot of professional people who reduce their working hours and spending good time with the family. And there are a lot of youngsters who are really enjoying their life and also helping the poor people and being generous out there, taking care of the community. So a lot of wonders and miracles are happening in this community. We can't express that, only you can feel it when you come in. So that's all I can say. Just take the first step and then see what it can offer to you.
Thank you so much for sharing that. And yes, again, we are only here to share you with the opportunities. We're not here to convince anybody. And also, this is not a get rich quick scheme, okay? It does take dedication, motivation, and investment too. So um, thank you again for Previn for coming to my life and sharing your story and about the business. And thank you to our viewer who joined us tonight, whether you are watching live now or later. Please come and let us know where you're watching from, as this is a global live and we like to know how far it travels. At the same time, if you ever have any questions, please reach out to me or to Previn, and we're here to answer your questions. And at the same time, or I should say, if you're ready to change your life and take control of your future, don't wait. Okay, there's no perfect time. So reach out and let us get you started today. The sooner you start, the sooner you will reach your goals. And remember that your life does not get better by chance; it gets better by choice and by taking action. Okay. So, again,
Okay.
thank you so much and have a great evening, everyone. And thank you again, Previn, for joining me tonight. And goodbye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Lily.
Mhm.
Bye, everyone.